Dear friends, welcome to Worldwide Vehicles. Today we are going to discuss about Noah's sailing boat. Noah's boat, a punishment that came to the people of Hazrat Nuh, peace be upon him, in the form of a storm in which Hazrat Nuh built a boat and took righteous people and animals on board. In the storm, the earth continued to pour out water and the sky continued to rain. According to traditions and scientific evidence, this storm came mainly in the region of Mabin al-Nahrain in Iraq. It is mentioned in Torah, Bible and Quran. Noah's Ark, in which Prophet Noah, peace be upon him, took shelter from the storm along with his family, according to different religious traditions and Holy Quran. When he reached the age of 950 years, and your Ummah deserved punishment by disobedience, then Allah informed you of His intention that I want to destroy the world with a storm and ordered them to build an ark to save their families and cattle. Take you visited it far away from the population, provided planks and nails and started building the boat. When the people found out, they started making fun of you and they even filled the boat with dirt. But what happened when that he got a fatal disease which was treated as the same dirt? So very soon the boat was washed clean. Finally one day by the order of Allah, water started boiling from the place of Al-Tanwar and very soon it spread on the surface of the earth. Noah and his family took the name of Allah and sat in the ark. Soon the entire nation was destroyed. Except from the boatmen, they had to restart the human race. It is said in Holy Quran that Noah was commanded. The ark was built before our eyes and according to our revelation. And do not say anything to me about those who are unjust, they will be drowned. And he began to build a boat. Surah Hud, verse number 37. This boat was called Ark in Bible. Dr. Maliki writes that 100 years were spent in making this boat. The length of the boat was 300 cubits, width 50 cubits and height 30 cubits. And if the length of 1 cubit is 22 inch terms of inches, the ark was 547 feet long, 91 feet wide and 47 feet high. Al-Binadi writes that it took 2 years to build. It had 3 floors. It contained Noah, his wife, 3 sons and apart from the daughters-in-law, various kinds of birds and animals were also collected. Then the storm started and suddenly covered the entire area. Even the hills were covered in water. The storm continued for 40 days. For several months, the boat drifted in the sea and finally after 7 months, it was connected to Mount Ararat. Mount Jodi is mentioned in the Holy Quran. According to Fisrin, there is an island named Jodi in Syria. Where are these mountains? Most scholars have called Mount Jodi Ararat. In the ancient Sumerian legends recorded on their clay tablets, there is mention of Gilgamesh and his tower, in which it is stated that the boat had 6 floors and 7 levels, and the 9th part of each floor, and this boat will be anchored on Mount Nasr. According to the ancient Egyptians, Noah's Ark was called Gil, which was a huge wooden floating house. In the Aryan and Hindi traditions, all but Dev Kalyan and his family perished. An ark was provided for its protection, and as they were entering it, all the animals and birds came running and entered it. And when the storm subsided, the boat floated off the top of the Nessus. Indian traditions are found in ancient Pakistan and India. Rishi Manu, the hero of the storm, is mentioned in the Mahabharata. A fish warned him of the storm and asked to build a boat. After the storm, the boat went off the top of the building. Then Manu realized that Brahma in the storm of a fish was addressing him. Iranian traditions also mention a storm and a ship. Every May, the god Zeus reported a terrible rain, so Zeus ordered one of his old men to build a ship out of chestnut wood and store in it an abundance of food. When the poor man and his wife Piru entered the ship and closed the door, Zeus raised a storm. It rained for 40 nights. Finally, it came from the tips of the nose. The Navajo tribes of America also have stories similar to Babylonian series stories. Their god Tatlan asked a man named Nita to hollow out a cypress tree and make a boat so that Nita and his wife Nina could sail through the coming storm. They were instructed to take only one bushel of corn with them. The above mentioned traditions mention great storm in which a boat was used. This storm was Noah's storm and this ark was the ark. Ararat is the most probable place of his top because the range of mountains to the east of Mount Ararat clearly shows that this area was once submerged underwater. According to the opinion of the famous historian Ibn Khaldun, this storm came in the regions of Iraq and its water only reached the rear of Halwan. All the people are trying to somehow find Noah's Ark by climbing Mount Ararat. In 1829, Professor Pitt of Germany first climbed Ararat, found the peak to be like a round plateau which was pressed by solid snow. An aviator says he sees a dark spot far under the snow and may be an ark. Okay friends, this was the story of Noah's sailing boat. We will meet in our next video soon.